Today, we're talking about the top 5 most frequently asked questions to a CPA. I get a lot of questions all the time, so I have put together 5 questions that I think would really be able to help you. Whether you are a business owner or just somebody who's trying to better your finances, you may be wondering about these questions. So let's discuss them. One of the most common questions that I get is, do I need a CPA to prepare my taxes? So the answer really depends on your individual needs. If you're a single or even married person with a W-2, no investments, no businesses, you're probably not going to need a CPA. More than likely you won't. You could use the IRS trusted software. You can go online with other softwares, and you should not have the need to hire a CPA. Question number 2 is, what is the best way I can save on taxes? And I cannot emphasize enough, proactive planning is the most important thing that you can do, especially if you're in business, to plan to lower your taxes. Clients bring me at the end of the year documents, and there's so many things that have been missed. We can help clients, we could still do things for them, but we are not able to really make the difference had we been doing this proactively throughout the year. If clients bring me documents or they want to go over how to save on taxes at the end of the year, I literally have to dig how they run their business every day. And after several meetings, we start finding many issues with their books or trying to make sure that we are going to take off everything that we can. Many times I find per diem, which is the traveling for the owners and their employees. They have not done a defined benefit plan if they qualify for one, a retirement plan, and there's many other things that we encounter as we go on. It takes a lot more work, and it's a lot easier to still miss things. So proactive planning is extremely important throughout the year, not at year end. So what do I mean by proactive tax planning? First, it is important to build a tax plan for your business, tailored exclusively for you. Then, as you do this, you need to make sure that your bookkeeping aligns with that tax plan. You should have at least 3 to 6 meetings or more with your CPA in which your CPA keeps you aligned with that tax plan. I do this all the time with my clients, and our savings are very wonderful. I mean, we save between $100,000 and $300,000 depending on the client, but it's not that easy to do if we get the client in November. We are not going to be able to make such an immense difference on a tax liability. Proactive tax planning is extremely important. Question number 3 is, how do I handle my business finances and record keeping? Well, I see this all the time, especially with young entrepreneurs. They do not understand what they even need to do to get started, like separating their personal and their business. How are you going to know what you're making personally, what the business is really doing, if you're not separating? Now, having said that, if you formed a corporation and you are mixing them, you could literally pierce the corporate veil. What do I mean by that? The legal ability that you've given the corporation to protect you, now you're basically going to lose it because you have been mixing your corporation and your personal. Now, think of it this way. A corporation is going to have its life based on its bank account. Every transaction keeps it alive. That's how you want to keep it. If you want to take out money, you're going to do it in an orderly fashion, whether it's through payroll, and depending on the type of corporation that you're in, you will have to talk to a professional to understand those things. Now, keeping those separate is going to be very, very important. I do want to tell you that the expenses can also be run through a credit card. Now, it could be a business credit card, or it could be a personal credit card. As long as you use it exclusively for business, that is going to make a huge difference during tax time, and it will be respected in case of an audit because you are segregating those expenses to that business only. Remember, segregate expenses. Don't wait until the end of the year because you will have a mix of everything, and use online software like QuickBooks Online to keep track of these expenses. Eventually, you will need help of a professional doing this, but as a young entrepreneur, if you are one, this is a common mistake that I see. Question number 4. What is the difference between a tax deduction and a tax credit? So a tax deduction reduces your taxable income to lower your income tax that you will be paying. So for example, let's say that you made $50,000 during the year. Now you have the home office deduction for $2,000. What is going to happen is now your taxable income is on $48,000. In effect, a deduction lowers your taxable income. So now on a tax credit, let's assume that you owe in taxes $1,500. Now you get the home energy credit, for example, and that is a tax credit. So if you owed $1,500 in taxes, let's say the energy credit gives you $500 credit, that directly lowers your tax owed. So now, instead of owing $1,500 in taxes, that tax credit just gave you $500 off, and now you owe $1,000. Remember that there are ways to plan for these things during the year, whether you're in business or you're a personal individual with just W-2. Question number 5. What are the most common mistakes people make during tax season? And this is really a big one, and going over it all over again, waiting until the last minute, missing out on deductions, and not keeping themselves organized really places a huge impact on your bottom line during tax season. If you have investments, rental properties, this is an important thing to remember. Get started, structure, organize a lot sooner before the end of the year. Another common mistake is filing too early. People miss their forms. They have not received all the forms they should have used. They've prepared a return that is incorrect, or you get a letter from the IRS, or you may actually file too late. And remembering these things is very important. Remember, many CPA firms, myself included, offer year-round bookkeeping, financial statement preparation, so you can keep track of all your deductions and all your business investments. Whatever it is that you have, it needs to be structured correctly to be able to do a proper tax return at the end of the year. And if you don't already know me, my name is Sonia Narvaez. I'm a licensed CPA wealth building strategist with over 25 years experience. If you have any questions about how to take advantage of the latest tax saving strategies, please don't hesitate to contact us. To get your free complimentary consultation with a member of my team, simply click on the link below. We would love to help and meet you.